Welcome back to the Walnut.
So let's continue with this question. 4 images of the same dice are shown. Which letter is opposite to Q? So how do you compare it? So try first 2 images. If it doesn't work, go for first and third, then first and fourth. You can try that way. So here, P, Q, and T. Second, we have R, S, and U. So there's no common letter between 1 and 2. That means image number 1 and 2. Now image number 1 and 3. 1 and 3, what do you see here? Q and we have P. So Q and P are common. So if Q and P are common, and here Q and P are common, so if you apply rule number 3, what do you get? T is opposite to R. Of course, T is opposite to R, but what we are looking for, which is opposite to Q. So T is opposite to R doesn't help us to get the answer. And that is not the answer we are looking for. Now look at 1 and 4. 1 and 4. 1 and 4, it's PQT and SUT. So T is the common letter. So T is here and T is here. But T is not exactly at the same position. So what we do, if one common letter, one common element, it is not exactly at the same position, then we have to go for rule number 4. So let's apply rule number 4. So starting from the common letter T, T, Q, P. Clockwise, T, Q, P. T, Q, and P. Second one, T, S, and U. T, S, U. Now, it's pretty simple. You get the answer right here. Q is opposite to what? S. So that is what the question. Which is opposite to letter Q? Which is opposite to Q? That is S. Got the answer? And of course, there are many other different ways of getting the answer. You can go for different ways of comparing the images. But ultimately, since we have the answer, so there's no need to go further. All right. Next one here. So count it. So 1 dot, 3 dots, 4 dots. Here it's 5, 6, 4, etc. So what is the question? If which phase is at the top when 5 dots are at the bottom? So 5 at the bottom, which is at the top. So which is opposite to 5? That's a question. So try that. So here, image number 1 and image number 2. What is the peculiarity of that? 1 and 2. Is there any common number? Here it's 1, 4, 3 or 1, 3, 4. Here you have 4. So 4 is the common number. If it is 4 common number, 4 is not exactly at the same position. In this case 4 is at the bottom. In this case 4 is at one side. So well, if you want, you can apply rule number 4 here. But what we are looking for, 5 dots at the bottom, which is opposite to 5. So we can apply rule number 4 here. So 4, starting from the common, 4, then 4, 1, 3. So 4, 1, 3. 4 dots, 1 dot, and 3 dots. Here we start from 4. So 4, 6, and 5. So 4, 6, and 5. So 3 is opposite to 5. Any other method, any other format possible here? Compare 1 and 3. 1 and 3, what we have common here, this 1, 3. Here we have 1, 3. So 1 and 3 are common. So when you apply rule number 3, what do you get? 2 is opposite to 4. So 2 is opposite to 4, doesn't give us the answer. We are looking for which is opposite to 5. Again, compare 2 and 3. If you compare 2 and 3, what is common over there? 4, 5, and 6. Here it's 1, 2, 3. There's nothing common. So there's no comparison between 2 and 3. So in this case, what we are getting the answer from 1 and 2. If you apply rule number 4, you get the answer right here. So which is opposite to 5? 3. 3 is opposite to 5. That's it. Done. Question number 19. 2 images of the same dice are shown. Which number is at the bottom when 6 is at the top? So 6 is at the top. 6 is not visible in this image, but that is okay. And we are looking for which is at the bottom when 6 is at the top. That means the number opposite to 6. Compare these 2 images. Which is common? Is there any letter or any number common? So number is common. 2 is common here. 2, 2. No other number common. So we have to apply what? rule number 4. Or before you apply rule number 4, take a look at this. 2, and this 2 must be adjacent to 5 and 3, and 2 is adjacent to 1 and 4. So ultimately 2 is adjacent to what? 1, 3, 4 and 5. So 1, 3, 4 and 5 are adjacent to 2. The only number that cannot be adjacent to 2 is 6. So ultimately, what is that? 2 is opposite to 6, or 6 is opposite to 2. That's the same thing we do over here. It's a similar thing. What is it? Apply rule number 4 between these two images. Rule number 4. So what is it? 2, 5, 3. So clockwise. 2, 5, 3. And in this case 2, 4, 1. Clockwise. 2, 4, 1. So what we are looking for, 5 is opposite to 4, 3 is opposite to 1. So what we need is 6 is opposite to what? So here, the number which doesn't appear here, there are 5 numbers here. Total 6. The number which doesn't appear here is 6. That 6 must be opposite to what? 2. So 2 must be opposite to 6. That's what the same thing we got it here. So 6 opposite to 6, we have 2. So answer choice 2. Next question. Which number is opposite to the number 2? Which is opposite to the number 2? Here we have 2 images, and the common number is 1. No other common number. So 1, 1. Alright, so this case we have 2 and 6, 5 and 3. So that means 1 cannot be opposite to 4. 1 cannot be adjacent to 4, 1 must be opposite to 4. But here what we are looking for, which is opposite to 2. So that case we have to apply rule number 4. Rule number 4, 1, 6, 2. So clockwise from the common number 1, 6, 2. And here 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. So 2 is opposite to what? 5. So 2 is opposite to 5. So answer choice A. And here we have a confusing answer choice, 5 or 1. Ignore it. In this case we have a definite answer. 5 is the answer. Question number 21. 2 images of the same dice are shown. Which number is opposite to the number 1? So which is opposite to 1? Okay, so here we have the common number is 4. Here we have 4, here we have 4. But the position is not exactly the same. 4 and 4, it's not exactly at the same position. So what we do? Apply rule number 4. That's the only rule we can apply here. No other rule. So when we apply rule number 4, what do you get here? 4, 1, 5. 4, 1, 5. And this one 4, 6, 3. 4, 6 and 3. And what we are looking for, which is opposite to 1. So opposite to 1 is 6. And opposite to 5 is 3. But what we need is, which is opposite to 1. Opposite to 1 is 6. And here you notice that 1 and 6, 1 plus 6 is 7. And 5 and 3 are opposite. So 5 plus 3 is 8. So here one pair of opposite faces, the sum is 7. But the other pair, 5 plus 3 is not 7. It is 8. And how about 4? The number which doesn't appear in this arrangement is 2. So 4 must be opposite to 2. Again 4 and 2, 4 plus 2 is 6. It is not equal to 7. So this is not a standard dice. It's an ordinary dice. I just want to mention that. And it is not that important in this situation. Just aware of that. Okay, fine. Next one. 2 images of the same dice are shown. Which number is opposite to the number 4? So which is opposite to 4? Here we have 4 and 6. Okay, 4 and 6 are common. Alright, that's interesting. 4 and 6 are common. So 6, 4. And here 4 and 6. So 4 and 6 are 2 common numbers. That means we know that 1 must be opposite to 2. Okay, rule number 3. 1 must be opposite to 2. Perfectly alright. But what is the question? Which is opposite to 4? We need to find which is opposite to 4. How do you get it? We have 2 common numbers. If we have 2 common numbers, we can apply rule number 3, but we cannot apply rule number 1 or rule number 2. And we cannot really apply rule number 4 as well. So there is no other rule we can apply, only rule number 3. If you apply rule number 3, what you get is 1 is opposite to 2. And what we need is Need to find which is opposite to 4. So the possibility we have is, or kind of the information what we have here, this is what it is. Look at 4. 4 is on 2 images. So when you look at 4, the first image, 4 cannot be opposite to 6 and 1. So 1 and 6 are adjacent. So 4 cannot be opposite to 1 and 6. Right? So we are looking for the number which can be opposite to 4. So 4 cannot be opposite to 1 and 6. And second image, 4 is adjacent to 2 and 6. So 4 is adjacent to 2 and 6. So this case, what do you get? 4 adjacent to 1, 2 and 6. So that means 4 can be opposite to what are those numbers? So 4 could be opposite to 3 or 4 could be opposite to 5. But we are not really sure about whether it's 3 or 5. So that case, our answer, we have answer 3 here, answer 5 here. But we are not sure whether it's 3 or 5. So the last answer choice what we have here, 3 or 5. So that would be the answer. Either 3 or 5. Got it? Yes, that's what it is. So these are the type of questions you may have from the area of dice. So either 2 images would be given, or like 3 images would be given, or 4 images of the same dice would be given. So then you have to look at different possibilities, or you have to apply different rules. So rule number 1, rule number 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 5 major rules we have. But some of the situations, if you are not in a position to apply any of the rule, you can apply common sense. This is something what we have done here. It's common sense, because we try to apply rule number 3, but it doesn't give us the answer. So we have to look for something else. So apply your common sense. So that is what exactly it's required here as well.
We have done a number of challenging questions from this area. Well, if you need to have additional questions for practice, take a look at our website walnuttraining.org and click on study materials. That will take you to a download page with a number of questions, and you can pick and choose the type of exam you want to appear for. So there are questions which are for bank exams, campus placement. You can see the questions for UGC NET, and you can see the questions for NTSE as well. So choose the area you like to have. Thanks for watching.